Main part by this festival were the athletic events. So also today, if we're talking about Olympia, the first thing are games, Olympic Games, okay? Sport, the second part. Behind the whole festival, the meaning of the whole festival was peace, friendship between the people. There was one of the 7 world wonders of the ancient time. That was a big statue of Zeus, made by gold and ivory. It was exhibited in the temple of Zeus. And the last part is Olympic fire. You know, we have the ancient Olympia, we have the new Olympic Games. They are always connected by the special event of the Olympic fire. Okay, and Olympic fire everywhere in the world. The Olympic Games take place. Olympic fire always used to start by the altar of Hera. It's a special point into the archaeological site of Olympia. Now, before I start the introduction to Olympia, first information about the area. You want to ask me something?
Yeah, are we going to the temple of Zeus?
Yes, we're going to see it. Okay? Katakolon, you arrived at the port of Katakolon. That was a fishing port, and it was developed in a port of trade. 150 years ago, the main product exported by Greece that were carrots. And the port of Katakolon was used for the export, for the shipping of the carrots. Yes. Now, the last 30 years, Katakolon was developed in a port for the cruise ships. We have about 350 cruise ships every year arriving in Katakolon. Of course, most of them during the summer season. And the summer season in this area lasted from April to 15th of November. Now that means we are out of this season, okay? We're in the winter time. Actually, in the winter time, in the months December, January, February, we have maybe 3-4 ships the whole month arriving in Katakolon. Katakolon is located in the west coast of Peloponnesus. Did you see a map of Greece? This is a peninsula into the Mediterranean. And the south part of the mainland is looking like this one, like a hand with fingers. And this part of Greece is named Peloponnesus. Translated, it means the island of Pelops. I'm going to explain who was Pelops. But Peloponnesus represents its name as an island for about 120 years. It was not an island, it was connected with the mainland. Exactly in the northeast coast of Peloponnesus was a strip of land in the length of 6,300 meters, and that was the connection between Peloponnesus and the mainland. But at this point was opened 120 years ago a canal. This is the canal of Corinth, and Peloponnesus was separated by the mainland. Nowadays, around Peloponnesus is water, but it does not belong to the Greek islands. It belongs to the mainland, okay? Because actually we can say it is just an artificial, okay, island. So it belongs to the mainland, and so we say the largest of the Greek islands is the island of Crete. Crete is located in South Aegean. Aegean is the big sea between Greece and Turkey. Okay, and in the west side, the sea between Greece and South Italy and Sicily, this is the Ionian Sea. Okay, in the front of Katakolon, that means the coast. To our right hand, this is the Ionian Sea. Peloponnesus is about 21,000 square kilometers big. Whole Greece is 132,000 square kilometers. 1/6 of Greece is Peloponnesus. And the center of the Peloponnese is mountain. You see, we can see some of the mountains in the center, and they are really high mountains, about 2,400 meters high. In compared to the other Greek mountains, we can say that the mountains on Peloponnesus are really high, because the highest mountain in Greece is Olympus. Olympus, Olympia, you see the connection.
Yes.
But Olympus is located in the north area of Greece, not on the Peloponnese. In the ancient time, people believed the 12 gods, and they were home on the Mount Olympus in the north area. We are going to visit today the sanctuary of the Olympian Zeus, or Jupiter. It was the chief of the 12 gods. Okay, we have just the name Olympia here. The mount is not here, around here. Olympus is about 1,000 meters high, so that means 2,400 meters. We have really high mountains, and the mountainous center is surrounded by plains. Now to the tour to Olympia, we're going to drive through the plain of Elis, or